A lot of tourists
Yeah.
go to other countries for women and the
Yeah.
access to women,
Mm.
so-called passport bros.
Yes, it's been the topic of lots of conversations as of late.
I'm married, but if I was not, I'd probably be a passport bro.
Yeah, but that's not doing any
Why
good.
did you look to the
That's not
left to
doing
see if
any
your
good.
wife was around?
No, I don't even know.
You're gonna
what
get
that-
a chancla. That's what's gonna happen.
the hell is a we
You
just
see a
talked about
hand
not
come from
hitting men.
behind?
I'm 6 foot 250. Don't hit me.
Because I know sometimes based on your location, like your region, your religion, or your values keeps you traditional. So that was the question I had. Like I know some countries, I don't care what modern society tells the whole world, they're going to stay traditional within their country. Like I know a
Indonesia,
lot of. Go ahead.
Indonesia just banned. Did you see on the where Indonesia just banned where you cannot have a baby or live together if you're not married? Like you will go to jail for it now. It's
Have
punishable by law.
sex. They
So
cannot
they're
have sex
forcing.
outside of marriage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Who do you think they're using as an example for that?
Yeah,
Just curious.
Americans, of course, because the world is seeing the way that America is working, and the world is
Yeah.
saying we want a piece of that. We
Yeah.
want a piece of that pie. Like we want a
I mean,
piece of that.
many of us are international, like children of immigrants, and let me tell you, we think we're doing something here. We are the laughing stock of the world. I'm telling you.
And I read the article and I had to like point that it said like they were kind of like crossing their fingers that this was not going to affect their economy because of tourism. Indonesia has a lot of touristic places and it's like a touristic spot. So obviously, they have to protect their own culture, their own people, and values, traditions, and all this. So in reality, sometimes we think that we're doing something good, but we're not. So yeah.
So you said it may affect tourism, as in if someone comes into their country to visit and they're not married, they can't reside together.
Yeah, because a lot of
No, it's
tour,
political.
a lot of tourists go to other countries for women and the access to women, so-called passport bros.
Yes, it's been the topic of lots of conversations as of late.
I'm married, but if I was not, I'd probably be a passport bro.
Yeah, but that's not doing any
Why
good.
did you look to the
That's not
left to
doing
see if
any
your
good.
wife was around?
No, I don't even know.
You're gonna
what
get
that-
a chancla. That's what's gonna happen.
the hell is a we
You
just
see a
talked about
hand
not
come from
hitting men.
behind?
I'm 6 foot 250. Don't hit me.
Oh, it's not.
hit
It's
me.
not okay the other way around.
That's why I'm like, I would be confused. Like, was that? Did you trip on something? Did you mean to throw that? What's wrong with you? Was that a jerk? Did you? Or do you have a? You need your pills or something? What's going on? But no, go ahead.
Did
So
anybody else want to chime in? Go ahead. Sorry.
I wanted to say that I have noticed that the access to internet make us compare our culture to others.
Mhm.
And I call the new generation in my country the wannabes. They want to be something that they see instead of taking care of what they have, their values, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is my daughter knows how to cook. She's 10 years old. She knows how to cook. I've been teaching her how to do it. She knows how to do things on her own. And like she offers coffee out of nowhere. Like, do you want coffee? Like she offers coffee to my dad just because. And she doesn't feel bad. No one is telling her that this is wrong. Nobody's poisoning her head that you shouldn't be doing this or none of that. And I am constantly reinforcing that, my niece, which is and she doesn't live in this house, obviously. She doesn't know how to cook. She's 14, 4 years older than my daughter, but she's been raised by her grandparents pretty much, because they are taking care of her, so they are spoiling her a lot more. She has access to internet, not being controlled, because her phone is not controlled. Big difference for my daughter. She, the content that they're exposed to is more liberal. And also, again, she doesn't even know how to cook. She doesn't know how to do things. Someone is doing their things for her. Oh, you want a present? Here you have. Oh, this is what you want. Okay, you can have it. No, my daughter has to earn it in order for her to go to the dance classes that she wanted to go, she had to get good grades. So she's earning things. And I think it's like that's my way of, teaching her, or having discipline over her. But I think I can see the difference from generations, I would say.
Absolutely. So that's an excellent question. Even with the Indonesia stuff and seeing, I mean, I'm seeing it all over the world. Middle East going nuts right now. Africa going nuts right now. You could hear it in the music, and then all of that is the culture. Afro beats music. These dudes. There's a song somebody wrote years ago called "Bad Gang." You need to listen to it. They're going in on the women, like basically saying you got a high body count, age of 24 in Yoruba. Like, whoa, they talking about this all over the world, right? So,
Burn the boy.
yeah, no, that's fouls. That's fouls. You know how many? There's like hundreds of them artists. All y'all know is Burna Boy. Y'all so American, boy.
Waste kids.
But
yeah.
Talking about culture though and values, your culture and your value. I won't even mention religion because some of it is guided by religion, but that ultimately determines your culture and your values, right? That drives the integrity and morality of your culture. And I believe the decline of every culture is its loss in morality. And that's why we see these other countries reacting the way they do. They see we are in a state of moral degradation in America. It when you I'm telling you right now, my Instagram is I don't even follow people who twerk and somehow when I flip my screen, they'll just be ass. Like, whoa, who is this? That
It'll just
other
be
people see that. So you got to understand that other people around the world see this. They're like, what is this appropriate? I'm at work. I was just trying to see what my friends were doing. How did this nonsense end up on my screen? That is a society in moral decay where women can just do these type of things with impunity. People reposting stuff or getting shot in the head and laughing at it or videotaping while somebody's bleeding out. Everybody can see that we are in that state right now. Culture also creates your customs, and your customs make you unique. If you want to lose your culture entirely, lose those customs, the way you cook, the way people are respectful of each other, how you greet your family members. Nobody wants to lose that if you want to keep a functional society. Everybody around the world, the one thing we can agree on is that we at least want to give our children a chance to be better than we were. Everybody, every culture, every person. A thug that just shot 3 people in the head tonight is looking at his son like, turn out better than me. Right. So that is the one thing we can all agree on. And if you lose your customs, you have absolutely no chance of being able to speak for the people to say, I would let my child stay at that person's house because they raise children right, because you've lost all customs. That's what's going on here in America. People are afraid to let other people babysit their kids. Right. We know that. I got trouble here. Like,
I agree with
if my
that.
wife's sisters aren't available, we ain't going nowhere. But she don't trust nobody. So the entire world can see that we're in a state of moral degradation. And, if we come out of it, it'd be great, but I don't think so.
I mean, hell, we're coming in a place where well, I don't know, it sounds wrong, but if a homosexual teacher teaching her children in kindergarten that it's okay to be sexual, like, you know, like stuff like that. I, I just look at that, and that's not a teacher's place to teach your child what it's right to be heterosexual or homosexual or not, right? But like it just shows like what it is like in the educational system and society, what it is pushing amongst all these people here in the state. It's very wrong. It's not right. It, it's destroying us slowly and not even slowly, quickly. Like you see it in the news every day. I swear I go on TikTok and stuff, and I see people like videos of teachers saying, yes, so today I taught my kids about sexualizing homosexuals are okay and all of that, and they're in like grade 1 or 2, and I'm like, you're teaching this to a child that isn't even prepubescent to understand and to realize what that even means, right? Where in most cultures and religion is wrong, You know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you as far as like it also plays a part in like the gender fluid stuff. So it's not so much for me that my child might have been exposed to like homosexuality, but definitely as far as like traditionalism and gender. Because my boys are boys and my girls are girls. And I have experienced shaming from modern day parents um because I'm like, no, my son cannot play with Barbies. Do not put nail polish on my son's fingernails. He's not doing that because in my household, this is what traditionalism and gender looks like. And now they want to tell you that you can blur the lines. There is no boy, there is no girl. Girls can, be boys and boys can be girls.
And
So
that's
And
gender,
something that
that's
used to
the
be
part that
taught.
you mentioned earlier when you look for the meaning of traditional when the woman stays home and teach their kids is we take it like so little, like the kids will not go to school. In reality, the traditional is like you're going to teach your kids your values and your whatever you think, your religion, you're going to keep going with that and reinforce that. It doesn't matter if they go to school, you still teaching them and spending a good chunk of time, quality time, teaching them something to preserve your traditions and culture.